You guys want to know a topic that I find interesting, that I think about sometimes? From my perspective, I can't speak for every female, but I feel like females really don't care when men, like, talk to other females. It's about the etiquette and how they go about it. Because if you genuinely have, like, a good person, because we all know what it feels like to, like, be with somebody, but, like, come across someone and still bond with someone else or still be attracted to someone else, whether that be emotionally, physically, spiritually, or whatever we want to call it. Yeah, so that's why I'd be like, I don't really care for relationships. I don't really care for relationships, but I like connections. Because a connection is like, it all boils down to, like, the etiquette of how something's being done. Good etiquette is like, okay, if a person is entertaining other people and they have, like, a person and everything like that, it's like, I wouldn't even necessarily consider it like someone being a main, but anyways, just follow me here. For one, it's like, if the people that they're entertaining also are good influences, and, you know, they have a collective pretty, like, influential, healthy mindset, and they live, like, a certain type of way where they literally embody certain things. I don't want to know if I want to call it principles, but, like, for example, their health. You know what I mean? Like, if they're talking to someone or entertaining someone that's a good influence on them in their health, they're on top of their health and everything like that. Because imagine you're talking to somebody and then they sleep around and then they give you something. You know what I mean? And it's not always physical. It could be mental too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, someone could be talking to someone that mentally influences them to act a certain type of way. So it's like, you know, like they call it, yeah, it's not always physical stuff, but it could be physical stuff. It could be spiritual stuff. It could be a lot of things. But the moral of the story is just like, you know, you have to be moving quite recklessly. You know what I mean? You have to just be moving quite recklessly and not caring about certain type of things. And if we're entertaining people amongst us that are good influences, then it's kind of like, if you think about it, yeah, I'd rather you cheat with the person that I know is a good influence. Like, dude, she's great for you. That is a great side chick. Yes, choose that one, because she's not out here doing crazy stuff and just, like, she takes care of herself. She's great. She's a great person. That's like, please, go with that option. Like, you know. All right, I thank you, side chick, for sure. You are the best side chick in the world, man. No, but I've been wondering that, because there's been times that people really thought that I was, like, talking to their guy or something like that. And first of all, the chances of me being close to them in very, very close proximity is very slim anyways, because I'm, like, so hyperallergenic and so, like, what do you call those people? So germophobic. I am so germophobic, like, yeah. I'm super germophobic to where it's like it could be considered a turn off, right? Because I'm like overly OCD when it comes to, like, hygiene, and especially, like, sexual hygiene. Dude, I would rather well, not rather, but yeah, this is how I go about it. Well, yeah, I feel like I'd fast, you know, and, like, do a cleanse before I'd want to be intimate with somebody. And I feel like that's respectful, right? And if only everybody just thought like that. Now, if you're talking to a girl that's like that, oh, man, I'm not saying go cheat, but, like, dude, if you're going to do it, at least I know you're with Sally. At least I know you're with Sally. It's the same thing, I think, with guys, too. It's like, you know, if you have, like, an open relationship or something, or polygamous relationship, I'm not saying that I am for that, whatever, awesome to monogamy, or whatever. But I'm saying, like, in the event case scenario, I'm going to touch on something else. Oh, yeah, I think guys think like that, too, though, when you think about it, though. It was like, if the guy died, then he'd rather you, like, marry his brother, because at least I know you're with my brother. At least I know you with my brother. You ain't with anybody. You know what I'm saying? I feel like guys kind of think the same concept if they truly, really care about that girl. You know. And then you have situations too where separation could be coming into play or whatever, because you could be with a person, but feel that feeling of, like, dang, I miss so and so, and so actually was a good influence on you. So you mean to tell me you just gonna not talk to so and so just because your person doesn't want you to? You know what I mean? But let's say so and so is actually a good influence on you, and you just got not gonna talk to that person because you feel like your current person that you're with, you know what I mean, just told you, oh, I don't want you talking to that person out of jealousy. So you just gonna ruin the whole connection as a whole. I don't know. That's why I be feeling like relationships be and then it gets worse because you're like, dang, I'm really with this person, but I'm actually thinking about that person because I still want that person in my life. And you're like, damn. Like, I wouldn't make you choose like me over a person that you still want in your life. I'd low-key be like, yeah, choose both as long as we're all like collectively being like on point in life in general and taking care of ourselves. But like, no, I'm gonna make you admit your feelings for that individual that you still have, and if they're a good influence on you, then you should go for it. I know that's yeah, and unfortunately, this is probably why I'm still single. It's just like, who thinks like that? What? Like, I come to you, and you're trying to give me therapy on my current relationship, and it's like, not that you're coming to me as your side chick. People just come to me with just in general with everything. But anyways, yeah, just in saying, yeah. But if only everybody thought like that, because we all know what it's like to see a person like fronting, like talking about somebody that they know they actually like for real. Like, no, you actually like them. You like them. As a matter of fact, you love them. You admire them in so many ways. So why are you acting like you don't even like them? You know you like them. So you just gonna write Shorty off or write him off knowing that you still like them because of your pride and your ego. Shame on you. You know that was a good match. A match is a match. That's what I think too. That's what I think. Okay, so another thing, right? So yeah, I don't really necessarily think I believe in relationships anymore, but connections. Relationships are meant for growth. Connections last forever. What else was I going to say? Yeah, relations, like, even in relate, it's like, once you get to a point where you just can't relate to each other anymore, then what happens after that? Once you stop becoming relatable. But, okay, yeah, so this is what I was going to say, right? A match is a match. A match is still a match. If you guys ever watched the show Bridgerton, you kind of could see how, like, even through all, like, the BS and stuff that each couple was going through in society and all that, they still found their matches. Like, a match is a match, still at the end of the day. You know, I just feel like a match really is a match. Like, no, a match is a match. A match is still a match. Yeah. But if I'm with my person, right, and they're like, man, I have feelings for so-and-so, and they're like actual genuine feelings, I'm going to be like, dude, you should like not ignore that. I mean, unless that person's like a total douche or something like that, maybe, but if they're an amazing influence on you and they bring out really great like parts of you, then I'll be like, dude, that's a good influence on you. You know what I mean? Hold on. A good influence on you is a good influence on us. We need her. But then again, you guys, arranged marriages were a thing. They were a thing. Arranged marriages were a thing. So it wasn't really about love. It was about business. But still, if your love partner is a good business partner too, not gonna lie though. Well, yeah, dang, that's kind of messed up though. I mean, yeah, and then like in arranged marriages, I guess that person grows to love that person eventually. But it still became a match though. It still was a match. A match is still a match, which still makes it lit. Get it? Match. A match is still a match. It still makes it lit. Yeah. But it still has to be a match. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, because some people, I guess you could say like marry for money and stuff like that. But if you went through all of that to do all of that, I mean, imagine marrying though for money though and just being really not happy though. That's kind of like, I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I couldn't relate to that. I'm not gonna lie. I can't even speak on it because I can't even relate, to be honest. But yeah, I can't relate. I don't know. Cause how could you? My thing is like I don't know. You gotta be really good at acting, man. You have to be an extraordinary actor. I feel like for that type of gig, man, your acting skills well, honestly though, when you act something out enough, you become that character. So if a girl is like marrying for money and to the point where she's really acting that role, but she know like, dang, no, I'm really trying to get to the bag for real. But she act out that role and then she actually like becomes that role and she actually do fall in love type. You know what I'm saying? Hey, sometimes when an actor acts out a role, yeah, to the point of no return, she in love now. She got love and money now. Hey, if it works, it works. Y'all. No, but for real, I love hoodie talks. Ooh, I don't know, it's just something about the hoodie look. Ooh, yeah. Who don't like a nice hoodie look? Ooh, I should be a hoodie model. Look at me, I'm skinny. Make me a hoodie model. Ooh. Hoodie model. Hoodie model. Hoodie model. I'm a hoodie model. But yeah, I just felt like if you're gonna be like a polygamous person, like with somebody in an open relationship, then they have to properly vet who you're talking to. They kind of should know. Like, if my person is asking me like, hey, can I go through your phone? Sure. I know that initially sounds toxic, you guys. That probably initially sounds toxic. But why is that weird? Like, why is it weird? I mean, you're entitled to your own privacy. We know like privacy don't really exist anyways in this planet. Not really. I mean, maybe to a degree if you're like an invisible person, like, or like a being walking amongst us that nobody can like see, then yeah, maybe you got privacy, maybe. But then you do got beings that can actually still see those beings. So y'all really ain't hiding. But anyways, what I was trying to say originally before I went off grid. Wait. Yeah, what was I saying? Fucking up the church's money. Here I go. No, I'm just glad. But no, for real though, like if you are gonna have like a polygamous relationship, then yeah, you should be properly I mean, if you have that type of trust, but if you don't have that type of trust where you're around somebody where like, yeah, that takes a lot of trust though, because that person who really cares about you she or he should be all up in your business, but they shouldn't be in your business with a bias. Depends on what kind of bias actually. But like if they're overseeing something kind of like a mother or a father kind of would, in a healthy manner. It's not bad that if you have a spouse that's kind of similar to a mother or father figure, like that's not really a bad thing. You know what I mean? Those aren't bad traits to have. Like, yeah, I should know, what influence someone else has on you right now. You know what I'm saying? Because they're either pulling you closer towards yourself or pulling you away from yourself. Bar. And I need to ensure, you know what I'm saying, from my observation of that you are staying on the right track, if that's what we want to call it. Not in line, just staying in alignment. Not in line, in alignment with things that are most suitable for you and your growth along your pathway. Yes indeed. Now communities moved like that. Yeah, sometimes I feel like I would make a dope matchmaker. Yeah, I would make a dope like monogamous and polygamous matchmaker. Yeah, that's so funny. You see dating shows, but they only have like where it says 1 and 2 matches, but they don't have polygamy dating shows. That would actually be a fire show though, not gonna lie. A polygamy, like a polygamy, because they always make a person try to choose one, but it's like. But yeah, you guys, I just think that a match is a match. A match is a match. Yeah. I was watching something recently, and the guy was saying like, a person who doesn't know the difference, never choose a person who doesn't know the difference in between money and power. And I find that interesting because what if you have money and just power? You can have a lot of power though, with like not a lot of money. You can be like, I don't know, like a person who like, yeah, has a lot of power, but you don't even need money, and you can be anywhere on the planet. Like I'm in Spain right now without no money. How, Sway? How you in Spain with $0 in your bank account? I don't even know. I think that's like an example of power. Like somebody who can like you don't even got no passport. Hold on, hold on a second. Oh, what did you do? How did you get here? Type. No, for real though. You in Spain, living it up, living your best life. You got $0 in your bank account though. How, Sway? That's like an example of power. But if you in Spain and you got money in your bank account and you do whatever you want. Or unless you're a bird. If you're a bird, yeah, you could just like fly to Spain. Birds. See, that's why birds are just fire. Because they just fly wherever they fly. It's literally just they fly. They stay fly. Bird. Stay fly. Yep. Pretty much. You guys like my hoodie look? Am I modeling it quite well?